Hello, welcome back my dear students of class 9. Dear student, I am Rajendra Raya from LPM Public School, Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur. That is the renowned CBSE public school in southern Gorakhpur. My dear students, in this series of the video, I am giving you the content about the detailed study of the cell, all the content that is related to the chapter cell, which is the fundamental unit of life. My dear students, today in this video you will be able to learn about the structural organization of the cell, structural organization of an eukaryotic cell. So let us see the structural organization of eukaryotic cell. Or you can say that the structure and function of the eukaryotic cell. Structure and functions of eukaryotic cells. Eukaryotic cells. Before that, you have already seen the outline structural diagram of the prokaryotic cell, that is the bacterial cell. So all the content that is present inside the bacterial cell, that will be covered in the structural organization of the eukaryotic cell, because the bacterial cell also having the ribosomes, nucleic acid and cytoplasm. Apart from these, the bacterial cell is having the cell envelope. So all the things that will be covered in the structural organization of the eukaryotic cell. So let us see. Dear students, the first cell organelle, I have already discussed about the cell organelles, and cell organelles like cell wall. Let us start about the cell wall. Cell wall that is consisted of cell wall that is consisted of cellulose plus pectin, lignin, etc. These are the substances which get secreted from the plant body, and the cellulose that get lignified. That is why the cellulose that is become hard, and it is very difficult to cut or damage the lining of the plant cell. That is because of the cell wall, which is hard due to the lignification. Main organelle or main structure, main boundary of the cell, that is the plant cell and animal cell, is cell membrane. So let us see the detailed structure of the cell membrane that is found in the plant cell as well as the animal cell. So let us see the cell membrane, structure of the cell membrane, and if you want to understand the structure of the cell membrane, then you can understand the fluid mosaic model. The fluid mosaic model is given for the understanding for the structure of the cell membrane. So in fluid mosaic model, you have to understand the model like this, that there are the oceans of the lipids. These are the lipid molecules. So lipid molecules get distributed in a linear sequence, which form the thick layer of the cell membrane, and in this deep ocean of the lipid means fat, there are two kinds of proteins which get dipped into it. Number one is intrinsic protein. Intrinsic means the protein that get dipped in the inner side of the cell membrane. So suppose if this is the inner side of the cell membrane, then it gets dipped into it. And if this is the outer side of the cell membrane, then that protein is fixed in the inner side, and outer side. Inner side protein is called intrinsic protein. Intrinsic protein and outer side protein, that is called extrinsic protein. Extrinsic protein. Dear student, these are two proteins which allow to come in and to go out of any substance, either from the outside to the inside, towards the inside of the cell, or from inside towards the outside of the cell. So the permission that is granted by these intrinsic and extrinsic protein, which ensure the quality of the cell membrane, which become selective permeable. I hope that you are getting my point. And the selective permeability is due to this intrinsic and extrinsic proteins. Apart from these two contents, lipid and protein, third one is there, and third one is the carbohydrate molecules. Carbohydrate molecules are there. It gets distributed throughout the lipid layer to provide the energy to the cell membrane, so that the active transport can take place through it. My dear student, there are two types of the transports in the living system: active transport and passive transport. So passive transport does not require any kind of energy, but active transport require energy, and that energy will be provided by the carbohydrate molecules in the process of the transferring material from cell or to cell. So dear student, this is called the fluid mosaic model, और fluid mosaic model आप पहले भी पढ़ चुके हैं. This is the revisional part, revisional video. So इसमें बहुत ज़्यादा कुछ डिटेल बताने की जरूरत नहीं है. और now we will come on the specific functions of the cell membrane. तो ये जो सेल मेम्ब्रेन का पहला फंक्शन, पहला जो क्वालिटी है, दैट क्वालिटी इज दैट द सेल मेम्ब्रेन इज कॉल्ड सेमी परमिएबल मेम्ब्रेन, एंड द सेमी परमिएबिलिटी इज ड्यू टू द these two proteins, extrinsic and intrinsic, supported by the lipid and carbohydrate molecules. My dear student, as far as function of the cell membrane is concerned, there are several functions. An important function is osmosis, because in the living system, the process of osmosis, it ensures the osmoregulation of the different molecules throughout the living body, which ensure the life in that particular life system. So osmoregulation, that is due to the osmosis in between the cell, from cell to cell, cell to cell, from cell to tissue, etc., etc., etc. Dear student, the osmosis can be defined as the process of transferring material from its higher concentration towards the lower concentration. Material, you can say the water. मतलब मटेरियल आप कह देंगे तो ज्यादा कुछ हो जाएगा, आप सीधे सीधे वाटर के फॉर्म में समझ लीजिए कि ट्रांसफरिंग ऑफ वाटर फ्रॉम इट्स हायर कंसंट्रेशन टुवर्ड्स द लोअर कंसंट्रेशन. सपोज इफ वाटर इज हियर, अगर यहां पर पानी है, वाटर, और इसका कंसंट्रेशन ज्यादा है, हाई कंसंट्रेशन है, देन इट मूव्स through the semi-permeable membrane, that is the cell membrane, towards the lower concentration. Suppose if inside the cell there is a low concentration, then the water moves towards the lower concentration from its higher concentration through the semi-permeable membrane. My dear student, there are two phenomena, osmosis and diffusion. Osmosis requires semi-permeable membrane, while diffusion does not require any kind of any membrane. Diffusion is just a process of the transferring material from its higher concentration towards the lower concentration. But osmosis, the transfer of the material through a semi-permeable membrane, that is required in the process of osmosis in the living system especially, and that is why that is why you can say that this is the basic difference, that semi-permeable membrane required in the osmosis while it is not required in the diffusion. Otherwise, the transferring of the material from higher concentration towards the lower concentration, that is the same thing, no problem. Now dear student, osmosis is of two types. Osmosis, that is of two types: exoosmosis and endoosmosis. Exoosmosis and endoosmosis. These are two words that utilized for the these two phenomena, endo and exo. Endoosmosis means the transfer of the material from outside towards the inside of the cell. That is called exoosmosis. I think the transferring of the material from the cell towards the outside is called exoosmosis, and the transferring of the material from outside towards the inside the cell, that is the endoosmosis. मतलब कि कोशिका के अंदर कोई भी मटेरियल आता है थ्रू सेमी परमिएबल मेम्ब्रेन, दैट विल बी द एंडोऑस्मोसिस, और कोशिका के बाहर जब मटेरियल जाता है थ्रू द सेमी परमिएबल मेम्ब्रेन, दैट विल बी द एक्सोऑस्मोसिस. Apart from this, let us see the diffusion. Diffusion means if you flow the water on the ground, so the water it will flow from its higher concentration towards the lower concentration. उतना ही पानी मूव करेगा जितना कि उसका कंसंट्रेशन है, जितना कि वो जमीन को भिगा सकता है. आप किसी भी परफ्यूम की शीशी खोल देंगे तो पूरे कमरे में जो है सुगंध भर जाएगी. दैट इज द एग्जांपल ऑफ द डिफ्यूजन. Diffusion means the transfer of the material, the movement of the gas or water, gas or liquid from their higher concentration towards the lower concentration, that is called the diffusion. And for the diffusion there is no requirement of any permeable membrane or any kind of membrane. But diffusion takes place in between the cells also. Diffusion जो है वो cells के अंदर होता है, living body के अंदर होता है, gaseous diffusion होता है. लेकिन जो ऑस्मोसिस होती है दैट रिक्वायर्ड सेमी परमिएबल मेम्ब्रेन. तो ये फर्क है दोनों में. नाउ माय डियर स्टूडेंट, अदर फंक्शंस ऑफ द सेल मेम्ब्रेन which facilitate the different function of the cell are phagocytosis. तो एक हो गया ऑस्मोसिस, दूसरा हो गया डिफ्यूजन, तीसरा आप देखेंगे थर्ड वन, दैट विल बी द phagocytosis. Dear student, phagocytosis is the phenomena which is called cell eating. मतलब सेल जब भोजन करती है, मतलब एक सेल जब दूसरे सेल को खाती है तो उसको बोलते हैं सेल ईटिंग, एंड दैट इज कॉल्ड phagocytosis. फॉर एग्जाम्पल द phagocytosis ऑफ WBC. जब कोई फॉरेन पार्टिकल बॉडी के अंदर इंटर करता है, चाहे बैक्टीरिया हो, वायरस हो या एनीथिंग हो, तो हमारी WBC उसको इनगल्फ कर लेती है, उसको खा लेती है. सो दैट काइंड ऑफ द सेल ईटिंग इज कॉल्ड phagocytosis. क्लियर? ओके. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज द pinocytosis. Dear student, another function is that is the pinocytosis. Pinocytosis होता है cell drinking. Means if the water get absorbed inside the cell, जैसे आप किशमिश भिगा दीजिए रात में तो सुबह फूल जाता है, उसको आप कह सकते हैं कि उसकी जो सेल्स है उसने वाटर को ड्रिंक कर लिया. सो एनी काइंड ऑफ सेल ड्रिंकिंग, any kind of the intake of the fluid material inside the cell, that is called pinocytosis. तो बच्चों ये जो साइटोसिस का वर्ड है, साइटोसिस मीन्स द फेनोमेना विच इज हैपनिंग इनसाइड द सेल, दैट इज कॉल्ड साइटोसिस. वेदर दैट इज फाइगो और दैट इज पिनो. फाइगो मीन्स सेल ईटिंग, पिनो मीन्स सेल ड्रिंकिंग. फाइगोसाइटोसिस सेल ईटिंग, पिनोसाइटोसिस इज सेल ड्रिंकिंग. एंड प्लाज्मोलिसिस. Next function is plasmolysis. 5. Plasmolysis. My dear student, I have already told to you that plasma is the fourth state of the matter. Solid, liquid, gas, plasma and PEC. These are the 5 states of the matter, and plasma is the fourth one. But plasma is having 2 states. Plasma that cannot be manufactured artificially. अगर प्लाज्मा आर्टिफिशियली मैन्युफैक्चर होने लगे तो कोई कभी बूढ़ा ही नहीं होगा, सीधा प्लाज्मा खरीद के शरीर में डाल लेगा, जवान रहेगा हमेशा. बट इट कैन नॉट मैन्युफैक्चर artificially because the plasma creates the life inside the living being. How does it creates? That it depends upon the different things, and I am not going into the detail of it, but you have to know that the plasmolysis means the change of the state. The change of the state of the plasma is called plasmolysis. Means, for example, if anybody is getting the electric shock, अगर किसी कोई बिजली के पोल पर चढ़ गया 11,000 वोल्ट के और उसको पकड़ लिया बिजली ने, उठा के पटक दिया, तो उसका पूरा जो बॉडी फ्लूइड होगा वो ड्राई अप हो जाएगा, सूख जाएगा. आप इस फेनोमेना को प्लाज्मोलिसिस कह सकते हैं कि प्लाज्मा जो है वो सूख गया है. अब देखो, या तो फिर सेल डेड हो जाए तो प्लाज्मा सूख जाता है. सो एनी काइंड ऑफ चेंज इन द स्टेट ऑफ द प्लाज्मा इज कॉल्ड प्लाज्मोलिसिस. मैं एग्जांपल आपको देता हूं. प्लाज्मा इज हैविंग 2 स्टेट्स. वन इज जेल एंड देयर इज सॉल्ट. जेल, दैट इज द लिविंग कंडीशन. जेल इज फाउंड इन द लिविंग सेल्स, while salt is found in the dead cells. Example is the pearl. पर्ल जो मोती होता है, जो लोग पहनते हैं, वो होता है, और उसको जो है सीप से निकाला जाता है. जब सेल डेड कर जाती है, जब जीव मर जाता है, तो वो उसकी जो प्लाज्मा है वो मोती में बदल जाता है, और वो फिर वो मनी गिविंग हो जाता है. ठीक है. सो these phenomena can be understood as the plasmolysis. Now you can come on the topic, that is the cytosis. Cytosis, that is another word which can be explained as 6 cytosis. देखो, साइटोसिस का मतलब है सेल के अंदर का होने वाली क्रिया. अच्छा, सेल के अंदर होने वाली जो क्रिया है वो भी कई तरह की होती है, लेकिन जो साइटोसिस होती है वो होता है सिक्रीटरी फंक्शन. जैसे मान लो कि किसी का कोई पाचन ग्रंथि है, डाइजेस्टिव ग्लैंड है, जैसे पैंक्रियाज है किसी ह्यूमन में. पैंक्रियाज इज सिक्रीटिंग 3 काइंड्स ऑफ द एंजाइम. तो एंजाइम कैसे बनाती हैं? एंजाइम बनाने का मतलब है कि वो एंजाइम सिक्रीट कर रही है. कैसे? कहीं से मटेरियल ले रही है, इनटेक कर रही है. They are taking the material from the outside and they form the such kind of secretion, and they perform that kind of the secretory function. That is why this phenomena is called cytosis. Cytosis means some phenomena is going on inside the cell. तो कोई ऐसी क्रिया चल रही जिससे कि अभी एक नया प्रोडक्ट आने वाला है, एंजाइम निकलने वाला है भोजन पचाने के लिए. खूब ज्यादा प्रोटीन खा लिया, पनीर खा लिया, उसको पचाना है तो फिर प्रोटीन एंजाइम निकलना ही निकलना है, और वो किससे निकलेगा? सेल से निकलेगा. सो दैट काइंड ऑफ द फंक्शन इज कॉल्ड साइटोसिस. तो बच्चों, ये 6 फंक्शन हो गया देखने में: ऑस्मोसिस, डिफ्यूजन, फैगोसाइटोसिस, पिनोसाइटोसिस, प्लाज्मोलिसिस एंड साइटोसिस. You have to remember all these functions, and these functions are carried out by this plasma membrane. This is called plasma membrane, this is called cell membrane, this is called semi-permeable membrane. You can say the cell membrane as plasma membrane or as semi-permeable membrane. So students, this is all about the different functions of the cell. And now I will come on the how does it occur. Now I will come on the different types of the solution. तो अब देखो, सॉल्यूशन का मतलब है कि सेल के अंदर का मटेरियल सॉल्यूशन, ये 3 तरह का होता है. hypertonic, hypotonic and isotonic. Hypertonic, hypotonic and isotonic, these three kinds of solutions are there, and these hypertonic means the solution that is having the higher concentration, ऐसा solution जो कि ज्यादा गाढ़ा है, ज्यादा concentration है, that will be called hypertonic. जो कम गाढ़ा है that will be called hypotonic. और अगर स्टेट अगर आइसोटोनिक हो जाती है, मतलब न गाढ़ा है न कम है, बिल्कुल जैसे मान लो कि दो सेल है, सपोज these are two cells, एक सेल ये है, एक सेल ये है और एक सेल ये है. इसमें हाई कंसंट्रेशन है, हाइपर है, इसमें हाइपो है, ठीक है. तो हाइपर और हाइपो अगर ये इधर से इधर आएगा और मान लो कि इधर से इधर भी चला जाता है, अगर ये जोड़ दिया है तो आइसोटोनिज्म हो जाएगा, सेल फिर आइसोटोनिक हो जाएगी. अदरवाइज इन द लिविंग कंडीशंस देयर इज नो आइसोटोनिज्म. आइसोटोनिज्म नहीं होता है लिविंग कंडीशन में. लिविंग कंडीशन में केवल हाइपरटोनिक और हाइपोटोनिक होता है. एंड द मूवमेंट ऑफ द कंटेंट फ्रॉम द हाइपरटोनिक टू द हाइपोटोनिक, हाइपरटोनिक, हाइपोटोनिक, हाइपरटोनिक, हाइपोटोनिक, this movement creates the life in the living system in the cell. So my dear student, you have to be clear about the different functions of the cell membrane, and that is connected with the concentration of the solution which is present inside the cell or outside the cell, or movement of that particular material from cell to cell, cell to cell, cell to cell, so that homeostasis can be maintained inside the living body. So my dear student, this cell membrane is having very vital and important role in maintaining the life process. My dear student, this video will help you to understand the structure of the cell membrane, and in the next video you will be able to learn other cell organelles also. So thank you very much. Keep watching this video. Thank you.